All right, Libra Collective, this is your Clarity Tarot reading. And I just like to say today is Friday, so I'm doing y'all reading today. So how fitting because y'all are ruled by Venus. I pulled you a significator card, Libra Collective, and the angel that represents you in this card or the flow of the tarot reading today is Sitael. And Sitael is the god of hope. It also says construction of the universe, help with great works, protection from adversaries. So Libra Collective, you got protection from your adversaries. And also let me look up the corresponding psalm for this angel. It's the third angel in the Shemha Mepharesh. Okay, so the psalm for this angel, which Sitael is from the order of the seraphim. So the psalm for this angel is Psalm 90, verse 2. And it says, I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in him will I trust. So you got protection, Libra Collective, in whatever you taking on or whatever you about to go into. So let's go ahead and set your significant card over here to the side and let's get into the reading. Okay, let me shuffle and let's get into it. God, Spirit, and the access to the Libra Collective's Akashic Records when it comes to whatever they need clarity on right now at this moment. Also, God Spirit, allow me to detach from my energy and attach to the Libra Collectives. And we're going to do one more shuffle, Libra. All right. God Spirit, grant Libra Collective clarity. Okay. So we're going to get you some clarity going. Okay. So you got 1, 2, then 3 and 4. It's a unique spread how it's gonna go. Let me set this book right here to the side real quickly. Okay, so you got the 1 and the 2 right here. This is gonna be the 3, and then the 4, and then you got the 5 and the 6 right here, and then you got the 7. So it's like an 8. It's an 8-card spread. Um, let's go ahead and get into it. So your first card is what's your biggest fear? Your distraction. So let's see. Okay, Libra, you got the 5 of Cups in the reverse. 5 is a challenge. So you having a challenge with moving on and it's distracting you, or you could have a fear of moving on from a situation, a circumstance, or a person. So this is your distraction and this is your fear, the 5 of Cups. You know what I'm saying? So you need to find peace, forgive yourself, and move on and accept the situation for what it is. Okay, so your second card is where to focus instead of focusing on, you know, the setback or, whatever you lost and you can't accept it or whatever happened. So you need to focus on your strengths. You got the 8, not the 8, I'm about to say 8 or something, but you got the strength card in the upright. You know what I'm saying? So you need to focus on your strengths instead of your setbacks. You know what I'm saying? Because that 5 of Cups reverse, you trying to worry about what's holding you back when you need to your weaknesses instead of focusing on your strengths with the strength card in the upright. But since I said 8, let me give you a little clarity on what 8 means. 8 is about surrendering to the state of flow. And when we accept things, gain acceptance, and we kind of start moving with the ebb and flow, you gain strength from that. Okay, so now your third card is what past experience to let go, Libra Collective. So you got the Justice in reverse. So you need to let go. It was probably a situation where someone lacked accountability, or you felt like something was unfair, or somebody was guilty and they deserve to be punished for it, or for their dishonesty, or they lack accountability. Just let that go. You know what I'm saying? So now let's look into your useful. I say useful past experience. Okay, so you had got that justice in the reverse for your past experience to let go, but now you have the three of swords reverse for you to use this energy of this past experience is I think you need to use because it keeps saying something about moving on. So what's useful from whatever past experience, you just need to take the energy of moving on, forgiveness, and releasing the pain and recovering from it. So that's the knowledge that you're going to gain from it that's going to be useful to you is learning to release and forgive and move on with optimism. So now let's go ahead and see what the next card is. Okay, your next card is going to be what to cultivate. So now you got the King of Cups in the upright. So basically, you need to cultivate control over your emotions. You need to be emotionally balanced with this King of Cups in the upright. Forgive me if I haven't been showing the cards. So with that King of Cups in the upright, you need to be emotionally balanced and just learn to be, a leader, but be supportive and empathetic and tolerant. So you got to have that balance. Also, let's get into your next card is what is your next steps? Okay, you got the Knight of Cups reverse. So with the Knight of Cups reverse, um, the nice about taking action. So you just need to just let go of any jealousy and let go any anything where you holding on to some kind of disappointment. You just gotta, what I'm saying, move past that. Because the energy of your reading Libra is just moving forward without looking back. You're not trying to turn into a pillar of salt like Lot's wife. You know what I'm saying? I like to use that a lot because you got to remember she turned back and then and that means just keep running forward, move forward, you know what I'm saying? Because if you look back on the past, it's just going to destroy you if you keep holding on to the past. So now the next card is, what is your inner strength? Mm. So you got the devil in the upright. Okay, 5 and 1 is 6. Remember, your challenge is moving forward and accepting things for what it is. So now you're gonna overcome the challenge, but with this devil card in the upright, you're gonna have to face your shadow self. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you keep repressed or you keep hidden, you're gonna have to go into those depths. But it's also gonna help you because that's another thing people don't understand. Like we gotta learn to face our shadow self and our ego, but you gotta learn how to make your shadow self and your ego work for you. That's why you gotta successfully integrate those parts, to become whole, to become complete. You know what I'm saying? So now let's see if you're gonna have any outside help or advisors or any advice. Okay, you got the 5 of Swords in the upright. Let me pick the card up so you can see the 5 of Swords in the upright. And so with the 5 of Swords in the upright, it's just you're gonna have to learn because Libra, you don't like conflict. You're gonna have to learn that conflict is a part of life. You know what I'm saying? Because Libras like to keep everything balanced and harmony. So you just gonna have to learn to deal with disagreements and conflict and competition because it comes with life. It's a part of life. So you're gonna eventually learn how to walk away with all the swords victorious when it comes to conflict and competition. So Libra, I hope you enjoyed your read. Have a great day. Ashe.